Joe, man. What's going on, man? You alright? We need to do something about him, man.
They need to do something about him, huh? Let's see if your next paycheck gets signed. Does anybody hear that dribbling sound? Yes, I hear it. Because that's what's going to be happening on Big Illinois' next paycheck from Built for This Network. It's still bouncing.
You got to pay me in cash on the old food now.
Nah. You getting a check. It's going to take 4 days to clear. Every time you put, I'm going to show you. No, Big Illinois. We got the money in the Big Built for This Network bank. See? As soon as you do it, I'm going to zeal it to myself. Waiting on your rent check, your everything going down. Like Mary J. Blige. This shit going down like Rolls Royce. Okay, now that the crew here, y'all. What's good, man? How was your not coming to work on time week doing? I mean, how was you doing there, Big Illinois?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm chilling, man.
So you just be chilling when you be late for work. Interesting.
Oh no, man. Actually, man, I'm kind of sort of woke up late for work today, man.
At 5 o'clock, huh?
Hey, man, I had to stay over, my brother.
Okay, you woke up late for work. Work don't start at 5 o'clock. Interesting, Big Compton.
I'm Big Inglewood.
Big Inglewood. All right, man. But you know what, man? Let's get the show on the road, man. I'm gonna play something at the end of the show that I played at the beginning of the show before the show crashed. The man is always holding the end of the bench back. The man is always holding the end of the bench back. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. The man is always holding the end of the bench back. Oh, no, please. But let me stop because I don't want to start crying and gangbanging on the air like he be doing. With that being said, man, I want to salute one of our ancestors. He just transitioned last week. He is, in my opinion, the greatest pitcher in modern Major League history. I understand that we all pay due to people like Randy Johnson and the great Roger Clemens and Sandy Koufax and all these other guys. But to me, this is just to me, I am biased before I even make my statement, but the great Bob Gibson is the greatest pitcher in Major League Baseball history, if you ask me. He transitioned. He's our ancestor now. Respect due to one Bob Gibson, born in the same town of one Malcolm Little. You may know him as El Hajj El Malik Shabazz, or commonly known as Malcolm X. Salute to our ancestor Bob Gibson. The crowd is going wild. The reason I call him the greatest pitcher, I know he's before all of our time. Bob Gibson retired by the time I turned 5. By the time Big Illinois turned 3. And by the time when he was in the Hall of Fame, by the time Joe Daddy was like, let me just stick it in. Around that time, that's when he was going into the Hall of Fame. But with that being said, man, Bob Gibson has 256 victories. He has 250 complete games. Bob Gibson started 32 games one season. He had all but 6 complete games. The only time Bob Gibson was ever taken out of a game that season was via pinch hitter. He was never subbed out of the game. So if you want to talk about endurance, when you want to talk about dominance, when you want to talk about pure grit and ability, you look at Bob Gibson. This is what Bob Gibson, this is what people need to realize. We always talk about the players that are right now. LeBron James, the greatest ever. Michael Jordan is the greatest ever. And that's usually because we don't have the purview to use our linear thought, meaning left and right thinking, to see people before Michael and after Michael. We always just go in this very moment. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm feeling. The reason I say Bob Gibson, people never talk about Bob Gibson as an athlete. From what as you were here, if you stay to the end of the show, Bob Gibson was one of the greatest athletes of all time. He could have been a professional boxer, wide receiver, cornerback. He played with the Harlem Globetrotters, which means he was one of the greatest basketball players of his time. He did that in his spare time. You know, like Bo Jackson had a hobby playing for the Raiders. This dude had a hobby playing with the greatest basketball team ever assembled. He used to be a roommate of one of the greatest players in the history of the Harlem Globetrotters, one Metal Lock Lemon. This dude was a super duper star. And for those who think just because you don't say anything, you are not an activist, Bob Gibson was an extremely proud brother. And I got to give him mad props. I'm going to hit the applause again. Big ups to one Bob Gibson. Do you cats and cadettes have anything to say about one Bob Gibson?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to our ancestor, Mr. Bob Gibson. Thank you guys for returning to the show at the Big Illinois Pull the Plug in studio. I ain't want to bust him out like that, but that's what happened. Big Illinois pulled the plug in the studio, and then that's what happened. That's why we had to start the show.
Now you ain't pay your bill and Tom Ed cut your shit off.
Look at it. He uses profanity on air, people. The FCC is breaking in the door now. This is why he's always getting doctor pay. He doesn't follow the rules, and he uses profanity.
Hey man, I didn't say shit. I said shit.
My homie from Wyoming is in the building. His gift is in the building. That's my dog. Hitmaker's in the building. Let's get this week started, man. We have saluted our ancestor Bob Gibson. We have done it all. One more thing about Bob Gibson. You know, one thing that really bothers me about the whole Bob Gibson thing, man, and a lot of players. You know, you got people like Mike Luca, Bob Costas, and all these guys that swear that Bob Gibson. This is a social, geopolitical conversation that I'm about to start up. But you get all these guys, Mike Luca, Bob Costas, and all these dudes talk about how they read Bob Gibson's book and how they love him and they just want to sniff his jock strap and all that stuff. Why don't none of these dudes speak up for? Why don't none of these same reporters understand the plight that people like who look like Bob Gibson went through? Since y'all want to talk about how he's underrated and this, that, and the third, why don't they ever speak up for that, brother? Or his plight? It's just very interesting. Very interesting.
Probably the same reason other people don't speak up for stuff. They trying to make sure they got some job security. You don't want to sound like they're being, I don't want to sound like, and I mean, more so it's just, I think it's job security. When you want to, if you don't call out or say that this person is the best, people start to look at you. And maybe that's the case. Maybe they like their cushy job and they just want to use Bob Gibson's name to say, oh, he was good at this, he was good at that, and leave it at that.
Big Inglewood.
I think to be honest with you, I mean, why should they care about his plight? It's not affecting them.
No, but the reason I say, I'm not saying that they should, but
that's what I think that they think. I mean, they don't care.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think it is because, you know, I'm just saying, man, Muhammad Ali was one of my heroes. When he got sick, I was like, oh, damn, that's horrible. Ray Leonard was one of my heroes. When Tommy Hearns detached his retina, I was like, oh, damn. It seems like if I have a voice that the whole world is listening to and I know somebody's being wrong or done wrong, instead of just pepping them for the interview and making sure. But they saying people would like you to feel their pain. That's the main reason I brought it up, and I do believe that Big Inglewood is right. They just don't care. And I definitely agree with the greatest. Our ancestor Bob Gibson looked like he would kick your drawers in your ass if you said the wrong thing. Bob Gibson looked like a bad mother. Shut your mouth. We talking about Bob.
Of course, we dig it.
But
I just don't think they care. That's why.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, bro, that's the answer I was looking for. I mean, Joe gave a good answer too. self-preservation. We all understand self-preservation. It's the first law of nature. I get it. But personally, I just think they don't give a damn. People only give a damn about things that affect them directly. Period. Point blank. Full stop. I'm out. That's it. But they always want you to give a damn about their plight. You know what I mean? That was a little bit of Lord Jamar there. But yeah, man, I get tired of hearing people tell me about that guy was my hero. That guy was the greatest guy ever. And then you see him on TV getting choked out by the fuzz, and it's like, on to Big Illinois. Like, wait a minute, you gonna let your hero get stabbed? Yeah, I'm gonna get a new comic book. It just amazes me how that shit happens, and it's just nerve-wracking, and it's just annoying. I get tired of it. Now, with that being said, let's get on with the show, man. We put this soapbox up. Let me get on with the show. This is the End of Bench Podcast. This is Built for This Network. I am your host, HRap B, and this is Joe, the birthday guy, and Big Illinois. My clock is broke. We about to get this show cracking. COVID-19 hit the National Football League. The Tennessee Tuxedos got the boo-boo flu running wild. Talk to me. They had 2 Monday Night Football games last night. Not only did they play the traditional Monday Night Football game, they waited to the last minute, flew the Patriots to KC and played the Chiefs, shut them down. Talk to me about the COVID in that game and what y'all think about that entire situation. Holla at your boy.
They need to make shit is hard. I'm surprised there ain't more people tested positive for this COVID-19 shit, man. But I mean, whatever they did, it was done in a cluster. So, with like 17 players, 3 personnel people, or something. I know it was like a total of 20.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they all tested negative now, so. They say that the man Cam is asymptomatic, so he's a carrier pretty much.
Cam got BD.
I got an issue with the Cam. Okay, what's that now? When we went to Tennessee, a couple people had. Understand? That's usually what you get. But Cam, you're the only person that got it. You doing something different. You don't feel that type of way about it?
Not at all. I mean, it's an airborne disease. It's one of those things that just happens. I don't think he doing something different. It's just, hey man, anybody can get it, man. I just think
from whoever he be getting clothes from.
Oh. Nah, he getting something else from them. He getting gypped. I say he getting gypped. He could be getting them clothes from all these damn circuses out of business, and he going someplace to get them clothes. Come on, son.
And that's like O'Dega on the little girl. He's like, so you free? And he's like, yeah. And you dress like this?
Yeah, I could pick my own clothes and everything. You chose to wear that, huh? That's what you chose to wear, huh? Okay.
But yeah, man, but I don't think this is the first time or the last time that something like this gonna happen. It's gonna be a week where it's gonna be about 4 or 5 teams that's gonna be out of commission. So,
what in the speaking things into it?
The minimum damage that they had.
I think it was totally insensitive by the NFL, personally. I think it was BS on their behalf. They just showed you all they care about is the game being played. At the end of the day, the game needs to go on. We don't really give a damn about y'all health. I understand only Cam tested and things of that nature, but it just seems to me, as serious as this illness is, and as much damage as it's doing to people's body throughout the United States of America, you would at least taking the time